Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from New Orleans. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Right back to Allen. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
The line is
big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, okay, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Escaped out to the left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one. Operated quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
He'll work against the blitz. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. There it is! Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown! Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some points every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force some punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Cuts it to the right sideline. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Throw left side, complete. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end. because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. It's Achan on the inside give. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Now here he goes on the boot. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. McCarthy looking to throw. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they take him down right along the 30. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They run the counter to Achan. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt getting it for the first time. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Here's a throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Give to A-10 on the option. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Here's Prosky-Merritt off the option. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. From the shotgun, McCarthy made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 2. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Headed out right. Good old track downfield to Olave. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. A throw left side finds Johnson. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Setting up the screen. It's Olave. They're across the 40. Nice run here. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now after the play, we have somebody shaken up. That's Jahan Dotson in some distress as they come out to look at him. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Achane to the right. And he spins right by him. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the counter, Krosky Merritt works his way to the 35. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. Connects with Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down from the 42. Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Back to throw now. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, he put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got two in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's fourth down now.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment. looks incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out in sets. Here we go, 1st and 10. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Tyleek Williams in on the play.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. The Commanders ready for the punt. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. And this one will careen out of bounds just in enemy territory there.
At their own 49-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's a screen setup for Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Completed to his running back. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Sticking to the air here. He finds Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back now, pressure coming. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 5 on the play, and that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
70 Timberwolves.
They are throwing it again. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Our last chance. Let's play like a team.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready? COVID-19.
From the red zone now. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
This one's caught. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
24, Commanders 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
A gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to throw. Taken in by Vele, right side. Good pickup, but he's denied that 1st down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, set. At the 60, at the 60. Check up.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that's good for a Saints 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Back to throw. Finding Johnson once more. A lot of space ahead. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Throwing it again here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, Lucky. Mustang 19. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's another.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Ready.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready. 60 Eagle.
Dropping back to throw. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here we go, set.
from the gun on third down. And a defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. There's windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Aubrey puts it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
As the open man downfield. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Running back motions right. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds his back. Achan. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. throw. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Joe Mixon.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Here's McCarthy to throw. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19.
Here we go. 19, shot.
Now McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Get some space around midfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? 19, 18. 60.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
1st and 10 are on the Mixon. He picks up 5 on that 1st down long. Brings up 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. He has room past the 25. Running down the left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Saints push the lead to 20.
34. Commanders 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
4th and forever coming up. They snap it to McCarthy. Throw caught by his running back. And he won't make the marker. And they rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Let's go. 60 bison. 60 bison. Ready?
He'll work against the blitz. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Second down run by Pacheco. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints put up even more points in a win. Chris Olave with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Saints grow their lead yet again.
41. Commanders 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. gained 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Achane running right. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Saints 45.
Play action, McCarthy. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10.
First down.
Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
McCarthy throwing here. Brought in right side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Here we go, shot. Shot it up.
They run the counter to Achane. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Offense up to the line fast.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Cougar 19.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Ready. Black. Ready.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
His pass.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
33. Hut.
Rattler trying to get on second. Here's a screen setup for Pacheco. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
10 black. Ready.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Let's go. Red 38. Set.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's go now. Black 95.
Going. behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down.
Second and 5.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Running right is Pacheco. Runs inside the 35. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Saints keep running away with this. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints continue piling onto this lead.
48. Commanders 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Back at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a gain of 4.
So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. McCarthy throwing on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, let's be honest here. Where that throw was made, he was going to have to get on his horse and run for that first down anyway. You got to haul it in before you can make that mad dash.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 36.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Washington calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Set. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Dumps it off to Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Again, McCarthy to throw. On the move, past the 40. And they make the tackle at the 38. Looking quickly here.
That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Completed to his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Second down now. They need 7.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's a screen for Achane. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So it's a win for the Saints.